Hello, everybody. My name is Johnny Jetrod. Welcome to the podcast. Man, can you guys believe that July is already almost over? Man, oh man, oh man, how time flies. We're going to discuss several things today in the podcast. We're going to talk about a creeping Sharia in America, man. We're going to just talk about that a little bit today. And I just want you guys to understand that I personally don't have anything against the Muslim faith, but what I have against is the people who are running for office and their connections. We're going to illustrate that today. So just stay tuned. We'll be right back. There you go, America. It's the same old tune since 1916. Now, that was Iowa with a rendition of Zombie by the Cranberries. I'm going to go ahead and post a link to her YouTube page. She's a German music artist breaking out and getting exposure from people like me, and she's starting a new album. Wonderful music, wonderful artist. If you like it, you can go ahead and look at it. I'm going to post a link to her music over there. Iowa, that's her name. So we're going to give credit where credit is due. Now let's go ahead and get to the main meat and bones of this right here. You can call me conspiracy theorist all you like. A lot of people think that I am a conspiracy theorist, but you know what? This Muslim running for U.S. Senate, she just threw up a whole bunch of red flags. Over the past decade, we've seen Sharia law slowly creeping into our way and into our culture. Muslim sympathizers are brainwashing our youth, running for position of power, and encouraging unconstitutional Sharia courts. We've seen that in Michigan. We've seen lots of examples of that kind of stuff. Dearborn, Michigan, doesn't even look like America anymore. But the person I want to talk about today is 45-year-old Democrat Deja Aboud, who recently announced her plans to run for the U.S. Senate, representing the great state of Arizona. She formally launched her candidacy early this morning, well, it would have been a couple of days ago, at a small event in downtown Phoenix, and many Americans are terrified at the thought. There are several people out there who will tell you about the Muslim agenda. They'll tell you about the Islam agenda. And they will tell you that their plan is to destroy America from within, gain a majority in government, influence the vote, and change our democracy, dump the Constitution, and impose Sharia law. You can call that a conspiracy all you want to. That is the agenda. And you got these globalists like Senator McCain doing what he did over there on the Senate floor. And that makes me think that he's been voting Democrat for a while now. And he's actually in place in government as a Republican. There's something wrong with that picture, man. Now, you know what? He's got brain cancer, an aggressive form of brain cancer. And I feel sorry for him. That's okay. But I personally believe that he needs to step down and spend the rest of his time alone, at home, with his family, away from government, and just enjoy what time he has left, man. You know what I mean? He's done enough. Whether you agree with him or not, he has done enough for our country at this point. So that's Senator McCain in Arizona. And then you've got this Deidre Abu coming up here and aggressively wanting to be a senator. Now, how do we know that John McCain has not said, hey, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and retire, making these underhanded, under-the-table deals with people like this and secretly funding her organization so that she can get elected? Now, here's another disgusting thing that happened at the event when Miss Deidre decided to announce her candidacy, was that she had an upside-down American flag waving at the event, and a spokesperson for the event said it was an error and not a political statement. Many Americans are crying foul and saying bull crap. An upside-down flag is a clear sign of rebellion. It's also a clear sign of distress. And many are worried that the hijab sporting candidate may be more loyal to Islam than the Constitution. Well, we know that many Islamists are like that. Ms. Deidre is also an attorney for the Council on American Islamic Relations. If you know that organization, it is called CARE. CARE. Many have accused that organization of being a terrorist organization. Now here, let me illustrate that for you. A U.S.-based pro-Muslim group that enjoys close ties with the Obama administration landed on one of the Arab nations' list of terrorist organizations. Okay? And that is the Council on American Islamic Relations, CARE. One of the 82 different groups around the world designated terrorist organizations by the United Arab Emirates, placing it in the company of Al-Qaeda, ISIS, and others. CARE has previously been linked to Hamas, and it has held hundreds of meetings with White House officials on a wide range of community issues, and has sought to present itself as a mainstream Muslim organization. And now, many of you are saying right now, bull crap, Johnny Jet Rod, you're just saying a bunch of stuff because you don't like Islam. Islam's not going to get in our government. I'll say, whoa, wait a minute. Who's Valerie Jarrett? Valerie Jarrett, White House official, Iranian, definitely said that she wanted to impose Sharia law and drop the Constitution, connected directly to the President Obama at the time when he was president. CARE has been accused of conspiring with Hamas, a radical extremist Islamic group. They've also been accused of having ties to the Muslim Brotherhood. Muslim Brotherhood. Who else is connected to the Muslim Brotherhood? Hillary Clinton's aide, which has vowed to promote Sharia law and include the Constitution dropping, despite the fact that Ms. Abdoud obviously values Islam more than America. She's been playing a victim. How do we know that they're going to do that? They just automatically play a victim when people speak out against them, exercise their First Amendment freedom. And we're going to talk about that in the next segment. The plan to destroy you and throw you in jail and give you a federal charge when you speak out against Islam. We are going to talk about that in our next segment. And I want to connect the dots for you people and everybody out there who is willing to listen. I'm going to connect some dots for you today, and it's going to be mind-blowing. She's been playing a victim after thousands and thousands and thousands of patriots spoke out against her evil plot to destroy America from within. Destroying America from within is a written document. It's on paper. It's a document penned by the Islamic Society of America. It's a document penned by CARE, the Muslim Brotherhood. It is a document I have it right here. Here it is. It's right here. I got it. It's on paper. And what it is basically sponsored and endorsed by several different Islamic groups. The Muslim Student Association, the Islamic Society of America, the Muslim Brotherhood, CARE, and other organizations have all placed money in on this. They've all put their faith in this document. This document is a plan to basically overthrow the United States government by imposing a majority in the government with officials, police, elected official judges, and eventually the president. But, some people say that President Obama had some ties to Islam. I can't confirm any of that, but that is their plan, to create a supermajority of Islam in government and take over the government, drop the Constitution, impose Sharia law, and make it Americanistan. Is that where you want to live, people? Americanistan? Anyway, after Miss Abood was announced her candidacy, she was met with tens of thousands of pro-American tweets and Facebook posts from men and women from all over the country. Hooray. I applaud that 100%. The thing about it is that she claims the critics of Islam are bullying her, and again, she's playing a victim card and vows to stop the ugly and hateful bullies from having their way. It's time to stand up and say no, she said. She says, after accusing the critics of Islam of being bullies, that's how you stop a bully. That's how we, as a society, stop this. By saying no and calling us ugly and calling us all these other things. Well, hey, you know what? It has been stated that it's okay for an Islamist to lie to his enemy and then take over. This is their plan, people. Do you not understand? There is no peaceful Muslims. I'm sorry. It does not work that way. If you take I'm not going to go there. You know what? I'm just not going to go there. It's crazy what they're doing. She will prioritize, I guess that's how you say it, prioritize. She will prioritize Islam affairs above American interests. She will. And right there on the border, here's what's dangerous about this now. She's right there on the border of Mexico where we want to put a wall, where Senator McCain is about to be stepping down because he has cancer, where Senator McCain just went ahead and went against the Health Care Act. Now, I don't know whether he really had a good reason to do that or not, but some people are saying that he slipped over to the Democrat side by doing that. And the border has been infiltrated not by only Mexicans and people from South American countries, but people from all over the world. Human trafficking is big business, people. There have been, I am quite sure, there have been terrorists that come across the border. If we really make a whole nother podcast about it and come up with some information about Muslim terrorist camps in America, we can do that because they do exist. And some of them are even here illegally. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little podcast. I'm trying to illustrate what's going on. Islam is creeping in. Sharia is creeping in. And the mainstream media is not talking about it. CNN's not talking about it. MSNBC is not talking about it. And she's a Democrat. That's because it's a globalist agenda and they're trying to sneak it on in there. So tell me what your thoughts are. I don't know, what you think about this. But I think it's a crazy day here in America. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. We're going to go ahead and close it down for this evening. My name is Johnny Jetrod. I hope you guys join us next time for another one of the greatest episodes in America, the Johnny Jetrod Show. And I will be starting a new podcast on conspiracies and the thought thereof. So anyway, thank you, America. Thank you for coming. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, America. Thank you. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great evening.